Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, I thought I wasn't transitioning good for a second there, but hello. Welcome back. Part 44. Part 44. Prototyping sounds and weather. Yeah, welcome back. I hope everyone having a wonderful Wednesday. Oh man. Another day. Another One Piece shirt. I actually was wearing a One Piece shirt yesterday. Rakish did notice. He wouldn't have noticed this one either. I bet. I bet you. But it's fine. Panda, I can see the double N's. That doesn't look like an M to me. I feel like that's exactly why you typed that. Yeah, I'm watching you, Panda. It didn't even register me that you typed fish. I was just like, oh my god, what happened? It did not work. Chat's always baiting me. That's always the problem. So yeah, anyway, I want to work on just prototyping a couple things. I feel like adding player footsteps is going to be pretty rewarding, and it's honestly should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, and then we may prototype a little bit of a weather system. Maybe. I'm actually going to move this last because I don't really care about prototyping a weather system until I at least have some wind, like a wind noise. I guess I could do this. Yeah, prototype a weather system. Like, yeah. Anyway. Flashlight reworked. I did a little bit of changes to the flashlight. I actually wanted to ask you a question because I was curious if you knew, Jago. So I do have a little bit of like a different kind of flashlight going here where you can see that it's there's like the primary beam basically. I did this after stream last night, by the way, chat. So you can see there's the inner beam and there's the outer beam. I want this to blend a little bit more, I think. But I was going to ask you, because the only way I can get this to actually have a beam that you can see is if I have volumetric. No, I did not add a point light yet. I didn't really know how I wanted to go about that. Because I'm not sure if I necessarily need to, because you were talking about indirect. Because I think you said that for indirect lighting, right? Oh, yeah, global illumination, yeah. So I'll have to see. I'm not sure. I can mess with that later. I don't really know if because I added it and I was messing with it a little bit and nothing really looked right. Is the point? Like, yeah. Nothing really looked right, so I just kind of left it for now. But one thing I was actually curious about, if you knew, I think I know how I want to do it. For a cone of shining, use a mesh with material volumetric. Yeah, okay. So that's one thing that I did look up. Because I didn't find basically anyone talking about it, which I thought was interesting. And so but this is essentially what I want, and apparently it's funny, it actually references Half-Life 2. But yeah. So essentially this is kind of what I was looking for. Like that's basically what I'm kind of going for with the flashlight. Like I just want a light beam that looks like it's interacting with the air, but isn't necessarily. So I also have to look at how flashlights actually interact with air that is cleaner, because I imagine it's pretty clean. I want like probably small, like very small particles floating around here, I'd imagine. But yeah, anyway, so we'll see about that. For that you use a planar cone and use a shaded material. Yeah. So that's all. Like he has the shader and everything here. So I'll mess with this at some point. But that is also Ninja. But for now we'll probably just, I think we'll add player footsteps. So also, I want to understand what to do about terrain clipping into buildings. I will add probably just a simple clicking noise to the flashlight. That's trivial. Possibly adding crouching. I'm thinking of adding crouching. So I think it might be time. I hadn't really thought too much about like what I wanted to do in regards to crouching and movement and everything, but because I don't know if I want to add a sprint or if like, yeah, I don't really know how I want to go about that with running away. Ah, it is indirect lighting. I see. It is intended to be used with a proper one. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually turn, I think this off for now. Yeah, we'll just turn off. Well, I'll keep it on. Yeah. Where's the casino gonna be located? We're thinking of putting it in where the safe haven is currently, so we'll have to tear it down and. Well, am I drinking coffee? My last cup of coffee for the day. It's a sad time. But I was a little behind schedule. I wanted to drink a little bit earlier, but I was trying to get everything ready for stream. I wanted to go live a little bit earlier, but I was just trying to get everything ready ahead of time. I know I said I was gonna work on assets today, and to be fair, I did give it a lot of thought. And what I mean by that is how I'm gonna move forward with the assets as well. And so, I mean, the assets, I want to work on them soon, but I want to learn the basics and stuff off stream. And, you know, maybe make something to start with off stream or something. Just because, like, I don't mind. I'm more than happy to learn and read and do whatever on stream. But I don't like to sit in silence for a long period of time, even though I do that while I'm coding. I don't like to just be at like a loss of like what's happening and kind of struggling on stream, just because I don't find I just feel like there's I feel like I could be providing you with better content, essentially. Like if I'm going to be streaming, and I'd at least prefer everyone to kind of see something actually happening throughout the stream and stuff. So I'll probably just try and work on something like that off stream, and then once I actually have a little bit of an understanding how to do everything, then I'll come back on stream, you know, with it, and mess with assets then. So anyway, let's start with the player footsteps, I guess. We'll just do this on dev, I think. So I'm doing well, Harvey. How are you? Good to see you. So player footsteps, we would want to play noise whenever you're walking. Only when you're walking. We wouldn't want to play, I guess. Regardless, we want to say if the player is walking, play a sound every so often. Every footstep, for example, right? So determine how long in between footsteps, right? And then that will yield the answer. So if we want to be like very technical about it, we could approximate this knowing the player's height. We could get their gait. And I'm sure there's some way to figure out how many steps you're probably going to take walking at certain speeds. We can approximate. We could just mess around with it until it feels right. So what we'll do here, Forgot we even had the PDA. So these are kind of like tools. So we'll do it in this section. Our sound, audio player, 3D equals audio stream player .new. Because I don't think we have to worry. I don't think this has to be a child of the scene. Yeah, so let's actually do that. Audio stream player 3D. And then we'll go back to Godot. We'll go to our player. Expect some Naka 1 replays of Prep for 2. I did see that, yeah. Pretty cool. We probably don't even have to do probably don't even have to do it really positionally, but this is probably, I'm gonna imagine this is what we'll do. So anyway, it's got a free sound. Hi Fluffy, how are you? Hold on, I need to make sure I. Could probably do this one. Okay, yeah, this one's really good. Yeah, and I have to log in to download it. Right. Just give me just a second, guys. Chonker file. I'm probably somewhat rich. You are. Probably gonna want to get a couple cuts of this out of using like Audacity or something. So just give me a minute. You won't see anything else happening on stream here because this is all off the cuff. Okay. I think I have the ones that I want. I have to cut them out real quick. We'll just do export. I don't remember. Do I have to do as OG? I don't remember what actually footstep. No, let's see. Footstep. No, one. Hold on. So dev. Audio. Sound effects. New folder called footsteps. I think OG, if I remember correctly. Let me look up. I don't remember what no audio player. Look up the audio player in Godot because I don't remember what I don't remember what like audio stream formats it can accept. Oh, okay, so OGG or Wave. So maybe we'll do Wave. Although I think OGG is typically used or OGS because of the file size, if I remember correctly. So like if we actually go to here and we look at the footsteps, let's actually do UI. Move those into there. So it's 2.23. Oh, it exported the whole thing. That's not what I wanted. Export selected audio. There we go. We'll try Wave first. Let me see. I'm just curious what size this is gonna be, and then we'll re-export the selected audio as an OG file. Fine. Okay, go back here. So one is 187, the other's 19. So the wave, I mean, the wave file is a lot bigger. So I guess if you have a lot of whatever, Nitro now has Xbox Game Pass included. Well, that would definitely make it more worth it to get. I'm just gonna mute Godot real quick. I'm very scared of sounds being way too loud on stream. Just because of what's happened in the past. Like there was one specific sound that I played as like a sample just to try and listen to it. And it was so loud because I didn't realize that I guess Discord had like lowered the volume a lot or like normalized it. It was in fact not normalized in Godot because it was just imported raw, you know, the way it was. And yeah, okay. So it's fine. Yeah, here. So now we can hear the crunch. There you go. Let's get the second footstep. Nitch, hello. Welcome back. It's going well. How are you? We're working on footsteps. Okay, you can't see what I'm working on right now, but you can believe me, I'm working on footsteps. I'm almost done. This was kind of what I decided to work on right before I started, so if I'm gonna do a lot of this audio stuff, then I can actually set up where everyone can see it as well, but it's a bit difficult to share some things without leakage, but doing well. Decided to put foot down on side projects for a while and diving in Godot. Nice. So far, so good. I'm happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. Let's do footstep video or footstep player. We'll do footstep player. I think instead of whatever. So also these, like, can I do this? I can. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll Let's go back here. So I'm gonna clear the, where is it? I'm gonna clear the stream. Max distance, yes. Bus. I'm gonna say that this is just ambient. Will this be sound effects? I don't know. I'll just put it under sound effects for now. Yeah, I think it would just be considered a sound effect. What does this say about playback type? May be removed in future versions. Okay. Let's think of where. That's fine. We actually. Well, maybe we'll keep it. We'll keep it simple. We'll keep the footstep player right there for now. What I do want to do though is for the for here. We want to say if is on floor. What does it say? Only? Turns true the body collide with the floor on the last call, moves, otherwise returns false. Collided with, oh, only the floor. Interesting. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. In this case, we want to say if footstep player dot is playing, yeah, playing. Then we just and not we'll do playing like this. Footstep player dot play. Can we do we need to give it a stream? We're gonna have to set a stream. So stream equals audio stream. I thinking these are going to be audio streams. Yeah, they should be audio streams, so we shouldn't have to worry about it. Rand I mod 4, right? Because that's how many footsteps we have. Well, I'm just gonna do this. This is all temporary. Basically, I'm just creating a temporary array to say, give me, yeah, so I'm filling the array and then I'm just saying, give me a random one of them out of 4. So it should be fine. Yeah, so this should just give us a random footstep. In fact, let's do footstep sound. Audio stream aug equals that. How's it going, Tay? Gamble with some of your friends? I saw you played that game. How do you like it? Footstep. Int equals paste. Rand footstep. We can actually just say, well, we could do array of, and then a bit easier to read. Footsteps sound sounds at rand footstep. Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. That game looked like just looked like it would get boring really quick, you know. Yeah. Played another one, right? Or oh no, what did you buy that one with like the temples where you go in like the temples or something? It's like a not spelunking, or was it a cave one? Maybe it was a cave one, I don't remember. There's something I thought you is this footsteps? Okay, we need to not do autoplay. Oh yeah, hold on. So we need to do a couple things. Bar walking bool equals is on floor and footstep yeah, and velocity yeah, we want to do not and then so if walking and oops, and not, we're not playing it already. Oh, the digging game where you have to get the dog. Yeah. Well, that's pretty simple. Straightforward. I think I want to play it. Well, no, it's fine, I think. What was I thinking? Oh, interesting. Did I get it? No. So I think this is fine. We'll cut off the old sounds. See, we don't want to do that. I would also like to do a random pitch scale, but for now, this works well enough. If I pause the music, yeah, I mean this is footsteps. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna tone down the player speed. Needs a bit of work for sure. Pratfall, man. I think we would need it to, what's unit size? Audible over larger distance. Gotcha. Probably could just leave it at 0. Maybe even make it like more quiet, so like -3. Maybe -5. The dev speed's a little disorienting now. That's not bad. I don't know how anything else. Pratfall's the best you played it, Crow? Playback type, panning strength. Yeah. I mean, this isn't bad. So what if we do like 1 meter? Okay, well that's 3 meters. 2 meters. Has a low pass filter on it. That's funny. Okay. I want to listen to this with footstep player dot pitch scale equals rand f ranging from 0.8 to 1.2 1.1 maybe. We probably never want the same footstep to be played twice in a row. Also, I realized I think what sounds off. It's the fact that the guy that recorded it is walking so slow, which is fair. But that means you could just try and squish it. I mean, I don't think because I don't think you can control how fast you. Yeah, I mean you could change the BPM. You okay? So you can't actually change that. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I mean, the pitch scale is very easy to change. Maybe we should make this a bit different, a little bit more varied too. I don't even know how much I like that. Like 1.0 or like 1. Maybe like 0.5. You know what? I think I just want it to be 1. I don't think I really want it ever playing higher pitched. So we would have to okay, so I mean that's footsteps. We would have to in order to make it better, we would need to make it where depending on your run speed, you play the sound faster or not. So I mean that's not too hard to do. Yeah. Play or say play footsteps. And I'm going to just break this out, I think, into its own function. Rack toggle. Let's just do it down here. Func play footsteps. Join. Paste this. And then if not walking. If not walking or we'll say is playing return. That'll be our guard, and then that's it. So our footsteps, whatever else, easy enough. I think that's good. Let me check one more time. Yeah, so the difference is also, I didn't realize how sensitive that was going to be. So I don't know, I'm really noticing how quick the, like if the timing of the footstep is different than the previous ones, it's very easy to tell. So I think instead of relying on, okay. That's good to note. So, a couple things. Okay. What we want to do for add player footsteps, though, to clean it up, trim sounds to be trim blank noise out of trim empty noise from footsteps. Make footstep. Footstep is so, like, I don't know what it is about typing it, but it's very strange. It's very hard to type. I don't know why. Make footstep noises. Play faster. Faster if the player is depending on how fast the player is moving. This simulates how you would press your foot into the ground faster if you were walking faster. Space, foot, step, play footstep, space footsteps. Space footsteps apart manually instead of checking if the player is playing audio. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? It's done, Nicholas. We're ready to ship. We have footsteps. We should probably also make it where if the play... Oh, that's another thing. If the player stops moving, stop playing sound, but this should not be abrupt. I mean, it shouldn't be abrupt, but it's probably going to be abrupt for a while at least. How are you, Nicholas? Are you still playing with your joystick? Papa C Dev, hello. I don't have a discipline to maintain. To maintain the digital to do. Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah. I mean, I think whatever works best for people is all that matters. This is really nice because it's hard for me. I mean, with how as big of a scope as game dev as you have when doing like game dev and everything, it's been a blessing to have a to-do that I add to and I check off, because not only can I see the progress, but it helps keep me on task, because I know if I forget what I'm working on or what I'm supposed to be working on, I can just go to the next thing. Okay, trim empty noise, or whatever else. So it's nice to just write stuff down. It's so easy to forget too. Hi Gaxco, how are you? But yeah, welcome Papa C Dev. But yeah, I like it. Another thing I also like, I got this idea from Adam Learns Games, I think is his full name. Adam Learns Games. I think he's on vacation right now or something, so he's not streaming, but he's making his own game. He made his own game recently called Skeleseller. Very cool. Super nice guy. I would recommend checking him out, but I got the idea from him because he actually does a lot of stuff. He writes down a lot of stuff, but it's really nice, and I kind of took some inspiration from that and tried it out for the to-do, and I'm really liking it. But also, what I was going to say is it's really nice for stream, because people instantly know kind of what I'm working on if they want to look at it, so it's pretty nice. Yeah. I'll fix all that stuff next time. Or tomorrow. Thanks. Yeah, of course. Did you see programming then? I want to understand this. I don't really know how you would fix this though. Like, it might say what to do about it. Clipping. Not really sure what you're supposed to do for that. I mean, because I could destroy the vertices, but I don't think I want to do that though. I'm playing Subnautica 2 tomorrow. I like the 10 at the end. It almost feels arbitrary. uh it was adding my name was an afterthought. I don't think so, Nicholas. I was just gonna look at what people said about it first anyway. So I kinda wanna play it right off the get go, but I'm not sure, you know. Um yeah, this is gonna be a bit bigger, I think, of a problem. Uh, Click noise should be pretty easy. Can you play more Star Rupture too? Yes. Yep. Oh, Papa Code. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, nice. I didn't know if you did C programming as a part of it. I think this is probably fine. Um, so let's see. Okay, let's add the footsteps or flashlight. Do flashlight toggle. Flashlight. Paste. Let's go ahead and commit this though. So footsteps. We never played Ark. You talk that game? Ark with all the dinosaurs? Move UI sounds. You made me almost spell folder with a U, Nicholas. I blame you on that one. That's not good. I need to amend my commit. Amend last commit. Or sure you want to amend the last commit afterwards? You could. Yes. Yeah. Now it said that we moved it. I think. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. We'll go back to 10. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Um, I think. Okay, we actually don't want. We actually don't want the spline. That's pretty big. We don't want the spline to reinstantiate all the nodes every time it when it loads. Yeah, we don't want to do this. Yeah. I'll double check that actually works in a second here. So commit feat add player footsteps. We'll say prototype. Or well, yeah, add player footsteps. That's fine. We would really want to query like the. I don't remember how games typically do it, but you would want to get like whatever you're walking on, because at that point you would know what kind of sound you want to play whenever you're walking on it. So if it's metal, you want to play a metallic sound or whatever. If it's snow, then you play the snow sound, concrete, etc. Now we're gonna do the flashlight. So, well, let me do the spline thing before I forget here. So for the splines, we'll reset our. Probably not gonna be too many. I wonder. I bet the bitrate on Twitch probably loves the fact that I probably doesn't like that many things changing. Okay. We're just. Oops. We're gonna restore this. Discard. D's discard X. There we go. Sounds good, Gaxco. Reload disk. I'm gonna reload the whole project. Well, I didn't need to do that. I could have just reloaded the world since it's a tool script. I would have done the same exact thing. Yeah. But now if we check our world scene, yeah. Okay. Fix do not recreate nodes when ready. Yeah. Use Claude code sometimes? No, I've never used Claude. I've messed around with AI for coding before, but every time I've used it, it's always been more of a chore to really interact with than it didn't really provide me with anything. I didn't really get benefit out of using it. It was more of just a cost of time. I think if you had a really integrated and streamlined setup, like with some of the stuff, especially paid models and everything, it's probably not that bad to use, but I don't use it. I like writing the code myself as well. I would be more than happy to use AI for some of the boilerplate stuff, though, like setting up like some very basic stuff is because at that point it's just literally saving my hands from having to type something, which is nice, but that's basically it. So flashlight, we want to go to our flashlight. We don't have a script attached to our flashlight. Let's just create a script for our flashlight. Because I think, yeah, var held. How do I want to do this? Because we can only toggle the well, yeah, we could just do on. What does say on bool? False. This is actually, now we do have state that we need to keep track of. Flashlight, whether or not you have your flashlight on would have to be something that you do. What's nice though is we can remove this and move it to this guy. So we'll want to do func unhandled input and then paste that here. We could just do visible equals not visible. We'll toggle on so you can always query it and then say visible equals on. Yeah. Because really, the flashlight, if the flashlight has a 3D model, this would cause the whole model to disappear, which is not what you'd want to do. You would want only the beam, you know, the actual light emission and everything to be turned off and on, right? Your flashlight doesn't disappear whenever you turn it off. At least I don't think it does. So that would be something. That would be something to fix as well. I mean, I could go ahead and do it. It only takes a second. Literally, all that consists of is just doing this. So, toggle flash. Just say toggle. In fact, we could do toggle flashlight. I think I'll make this a public function just in case I do want to call it from elsewhere, like from the player, for example. I don't know why we would. But in this case, we'll do this here. So on equals not on. So if we're off, then we turn on. If we're on, we turn off. Very easy. And then we'll just do inner beam dot visible equals on, and then same thing for outer beam. Easy enough. Yeah, that should be it. So now, yeah, it's already toggle flashlight if we do it. So our flashlight should not have changed functionality. Yep. Okay. What was I? Oh, click noise. Let's see. My to-do saving me. Audio player 3D. Yeah, we'll just. I appreciate the compliment, Papa C. I am no expert. I'll do. But I appreciate the compliment. Okay. Audio dot play. And then for this, we can just set the flashlight toggle sound directly. So if we pause this, we listen, it should work. Oh, did I not save it? I never saved it. The green dot at the top, by the way, if you ever see that, and I'm confused why something doesn't work, yell at me, because the green dot up here means that I have uncommitted changes. So like if I edit this file, you can see that it's there now. Yeah, so that was it. I was confusing myself because I didn't actually save it. Flashlight sound. Okay. For the flashlight sound, we don't actually want it to be. Oh no, it's emitting directly from the flashlight. So yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe that's probably why it sounds so so strange for the unit size. I feel like I want to make this like lower. I don't know what exactly that does, but let's do. Makes it very different. That's not too bad actually. I'm pretty happy with that already. We'll do max distance a meter. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's. I like it. I like it. Yeah, click noise. Anything else I would do to this? I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. Okay, we'll commit this. Add flashlight toggle noise. Ooh, that was a wave file. I don't think I actually want to commit the wave file, maybe. It's 22 kilobytes. Yeah. I'm just gonna save it as an OGG. Let me reload. Let me open this. And let's not. I think do a wave file. Export as OGG file. Flashlight toggle. Flashlight. Save. Okay. Right. So how big is the file now? Yeah, I mean that basically like that cut it into 3. That cut it by 3. So I think it's probably better to just do the OGG file here. Delete this other one. I don't wanna start bloating my repo size. So also, I mean, it's gonna depend on how big the end result of the game is anyway, right? So it's pretty important, I think, for all that. Can I not delete the wave? I can't delete the wave file for some reason. Oh no, it is deleting. Never mind. Okay. Scala, hello. Thank you for the stream streak. I don't even notice them right away, because they pop up only on Twitch. Like I don't see it in my chat. So, well, I mean, yeah, I don't see it in the chat that I actually use to type. It's very strange setup. But you can trust me. Like it. All right. Move that. Close that for now. Okay, so we can add crouching when I get back. I think that'll be the next thing I actually work on. I've lost my streak so many times. I think I had a 30 streak at some point. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. I mean, I was having internet trouble not long ago. I don't think that actually wiped anyone out because, like Nicholas didn't lose his, so I'm not sure. I do need to take a short 3-minute break for Astra on the Twitch side to keep pre-rolls off for everyone. So I'll take a short break so you guys don't miss anything, and then we'll continue once I'm back. So yeah, quick 3-minute break. But yeah, how are you doing, Skella? I'll check chat when I get back. Be right back. Right. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I hope you feel better, Skella. About to lay down, get as warm as you can. Yeah. Sounds nice. They got some fever hallucinations last night. Woke up feeling body sick. Oh God. Yeah. Good old fever dreams, man. Lord. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. I'll be thinking about you. I had an idea. I think for the footsteps. Oh, no LSP man. Gotta restart. Because I accidentally, or it's because I restarted the full editor earlier. I think I could just do bee hopping. Yeah, we'll have bee hopping. Sound. We'll just say sound. Audio stream equals. Then do footstep dot stream equals sound. But I kind of want to modify it. Can I? I can. So I think a BPM. I think the BPM we might be able to like actually modify this. You need a packet sequence. Interesting. BPM equals. I wonder what our default BPM is. But yeah, take care. I wish you luck with the weather. I'll have stream go in the background, but I probably won't be talking. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Skella. Yeah, take care. Feel better. Feel better, man. Let's just do a BPM of 1. Just see if that changes anything. Oh my God, I can't get my thing. Okay, we'll do 16. I don't think that's changing anything. 128. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not actually changing anything. So sound dot beat count equals 2. Do I have to do okay, hold on. Let's look this up real quick. Godot speed up stream sound. Mirror's pitch scale. Increases the playback speed proportionally. Doubles the speed, but also raises the pitch. Pitch shift. Wait, what? Pitch shift. Tempo scale. Half the tempo. 2 will double it. Yeah, but I don't want. I understand that's the thing with like music and stuff because I don't know. Is squishing, if you squish the waveform, I guess it makes it higher pitch. Because isn't pitch that determined by how big the wave is? I could always just have a. I don't want to have a specific bus just for I don't want to have a specific bus just for footsteps. To have which I think is what I'd have to do if I wanted to apply this audio effect pitch shift, because it says you can use that on an audio bus, but yeah, no stretching algorithm, yeah. We may not have to change it much to begin with. So it might not even be that bad. Still open? Oh, this is the, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. We can, so, I mean, if that's the case, we can always just, we'll do pitch scale. Let's clamp. So we'll clamp it. So the value will be a random float, I think. So it's between 0 and 1 inclusive. We'll just do, yeah, we'll do, and then times like 1.2 or something. The min will be 0.8. The max will be 1.2. Yeah. Well, I mean, oh, let's just do rand. No, wait, hold on. Rand range, like I was doing before. I don't know what I'm thinking. 0.8, 1.2. Oh, but that's already right. So let's do like 0.9 and then like 1.015 or something. I don't know if that's enough to give a little bit of enough variance for pitch. Let's do like 1.3 maybe, and like 0. We'll do 0.8 to 1.1. Var rand pitch float equals rand pitch times dev speed or speed, wait, or velocity. Yeah, velocity though is a vector 3. Velocity dot get Can I just get the length then? Returns to the magnitude. Yeah, I think that's all I would need to do, right? So it's prefer if you need to compare and need the square distance for some formula. I don't think I do. I don't know if squared though, but yeah, I don't think we would need to do that. So if we multiply it times the length, right. So we're getting well, first of all, I want to just actually be able to see the length here. Length velocity dot length 0.2f. 10. $50. So it's quite literally just the speed. I guess that actually makes a lot of sense. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll do divided by... I mean, depending on what our end speed is going to be, like if we have our speed of like 5, so we at that point we could divide by 5, and that would give us 1, which mean don't change the pitch outside of normal. And then if we had like 7, all of a sudden we would have like 1.4. So that actually might just work. So let's try that. So yeah, we'll just divide it by 5. We want to always, yeah, we'll just divide it by our normal speed. Yeah. So our pitch, we don't even need the random. Oh, yeah. So we could actually get a random pitch still to influence it somewhat. Actually, we could do negative 0.2 to positive 0.2. Pitch, we'll call it pitch variance. So now we want to say this is going to be our speed pitch multiplier. Float equals that. Then speed pitch multiplier. Multi, we'll just call it multi. Okay. Easy enough. And then yeah, that's fine. We could do 4 because we're gonna clamp it now. So I mean, we could not worry about clamping it yet. And then just literally change to the pitch variance, yeah. So our pitch scale becomes our speed pitch multiplier times our pitch variance. Let's see if this works how I think it's going to. Oops. It might be a little too slow. Might be a little too slow. Oh, it's because I did it times. We need to do plus. It sounds like SpongeBob. It sounds like SpongeBob running. Isn't that cool too? Because all it takes is the on ground thing to check to see if we're floating. So yeah, now if we don't do dev speed, let's do like 15. Yeah. So I think it needs to be much faster though. So we would want to do, so the speed pitch multiplier, I think instead of dividing time by speed, maybe we do like speed divided by 2. So it's not as big. Oh, I need to change the dev speed. I forgot if I change it here, it's not actually doing anything. Um, so if we do like 10 here. Yeah, we don't want it to be quite that much. So this is where I'd want it to be clamped. So I think I just want to clamp only this though. And this is where I would want to clamp it like 0.8, 1.3 or something. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So sprinting is not proportionally increasing it enough, I don't think. I think it's also the fact that some of them were just have longer footsteps built in. Yeah. So we need clamp. I think it's because we're clamping to such a small thing. Yeah, so see like the multi's 12, right? So what we could do, so we're getting the length, right? So what we could do is, so we have our total speed length, right? Which is just our the velocity, and yeah. So what we could do is we divide this by our max speed, which in this case is going to be dev speed. So we know how fast we would be going in the end, or like our maximum possible speed. Our normal possible speed will just be play it a little bit slower, I think. So that's not necessarily what I'm trying to say. So basically, I'm creating a range. So we have our current speed out of the hole, which is the maximum speed. Then what I'll do is instead of clamping it, I can just do remap. And I think this will be what I want. So essentially, we're going to remap the speed pitch multiplier. We're going to say what it used to be. So originally, it was from 0 to dev speed. Then we want to map it though to the range that we're gonna our minimum maximum allowed range, which is gonna be like 0.8 to maybe 1.4. And then add a little bit of the pitch variance. Maybe this will be better. Too slow. So we want to do. Oh, no, this could just be 1, actually. This would just be 1. That's not working. Why is that not working? So our multi would be 0.17. Why would that be the case? Oh, because it's, well, the dev speed's 30. Our current speed's only 5. Okay. Yeah. Let's check the remap. So var remapped load equals remap. And let's check it again. So I don't know what exactly is going on. Let's see. Okay, so our multi is 1 now. Is it the variance that's... So the remap, the remap should be... The remap should be as large as it can be if we're going... Oh, because well, no, yeah, what? Let's do length again, because I'm wondering if something's messing up when we take our length here. So our length is 5. Our length is 30. Why? So why? If our length is 30, it's gonna be 30. Oh. Well, yeah. So in that case, it'd be 1, right? Yeah, our multi's 1 because it's yeah. And then we're remapping 1. Oh. So we're remapping 1 to 0 to 30, which is not right. So in fact, we would want this to be 0 to 1. Yeah. Okay. Right? It's kind of working, but it needs to still be much faster. Let's do 2 or even 3. Try it again. So maybe remap's not quite what I want. I was thinking remap would be perfect for what I wanted to do for that, but... Oh my god, we're not changing it down here. Hold on, remapped. Yeah, that's okay. That's a little bit more along the lines of what I was thinking. But let's go back to like 2. So we'll go back to like 0.9 to maybe 1.4. Try that. Yeah. Except we would need to make it much faster. So like if we do like 10, for example. Hello, game MK Games. How's it going? Welcome. How you doing? So I'm sure part of it is just the whatever, not trimming some of the white noise off. Not white noise, Great, I'm glad to hear it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. Maybe we add a little bit less variance to it. I mean, this is still faster than what I would want them to be anyway. I think, let me just restart. I shouldn't have to restart for that to take effect, but it almost has the right tempo. I don't like the sound though. I think it should be lowered a little bit. So we can bring down the bottom. I think the only other thing that I can think of is that I don't want to wait to play another sound. I think there should just be basically like a time until the next step. There's basically like a required amount of movement till the next step. This is feeling pretty good though. Yeah, that's honestly pretty good. Pretty close to how I wanted it. Okay. Let's commit this. For the well, that's gonna be sprint, so let's just revert this back to 50. What was I gonna do though? Oh yeah, we can go back to our flashlight. No, our flashlight's good. Yeah. Let's do tweak footsteps to yeah, that's fine. Change footsteps pitch changes relative to speed player. Oh god. Hold on. I don't know how to do this in here, so hold on. I need to do a git reset soft head -1. Yeah, because my latest commit is incorrect. So add flashlight toggle noise. I forgot. Git restore staged star status. Git add assets audio sound effects status. Git commit amend. There we go. Status. There we go. Player flashlight. What's wrong? Okay. Add flashlight toggle noise. Good. Status. Okay. No, that's good. And now we can go back. So now we were just basically messing around with the speed and stuff, right? Right. Right, we'll just say I'll just say yeah, this is where we want to say whatever. Player footsteps pitch footstep pitch changes relative to speed. There we go. Let's go ahead and push all these changes. Okay. Cool. This is good. We have some other stuff. So add crouching. Yeah, we can try and add crouching real quick. So in order to add crouching, we have to do a couple things. We need to add a binding for it. So we could start with that. So let's do that. Add binding. Handle when binding pressed. So we'll handle crouch binding. Yep. So what we got to do for that is we need to go to our bindings. Flashlight. So we need to create a new binding here. Crouch. We'll just substitute flashlight for crouch. And then key control. I don't know what people want crouch to be. I'll have to figure out what a good default for crouch would be. Yeah, and then this is going to need to be crouch. We got to go to our input to binding actions. We want to say crouch equals 6. So that's the type of action, input binding action we want to bind to. That's good. Yeah, no, that should be good actually, right? Yeah. Yep. Do you really need crouch? I think it's fine to add. Because you may want to get close to the ground to be able to pick something up. I mean, there's a lot of reasons you could use crouch, so I was just going to go ahead and add it. I think it's fine. I wasn't going to add it originally. Yeah, I wasn't gonna add it originally, but I think it's probably fine. Oh, that's funny. I just realized this is messed up. This should not be set. This should be flashlight. Yeah. And then this should be crouch. Okay. So now we have a binding for crouch. Now what we want to do is we actually want to handle it for the player when the player actually crouches. So, in order to do that, we could just export probably var crouch height float equal or vector float. We could just do a float. I know I want to do this. This is unhandled input. I guess we could do this. Yeah. LF Vin is crouch. Toggle crouch. Yeah. Sure. Interact. Show PDA play footsteps. Put it here. Func. Head. How do I actually want to do this though? Because right now we changed the rotation of the head, but we never changed the height of the head. So crouch height is going to be, we do like 1 point. We'll just do like 1, or do like 0.8. It's almost halving. Yeah, I think that's fine. Head dot. Wait, we could just do head. Head dot. Where's my intelligence, man? Oh. I'm sorry, Godot. I apologize. It was my fault after all. Position dot y equals crouch height if so this is one thing. It'd be very easy to implement toggle crouch here. So basically, I could do two. I could do it 2 different ways. Well, I'd probably do this right. I'd basically do var pressed equals bool equals event dot well we know it's pressed. Wait. Yeah, so we would want to do is action released. So elif yeah, so we could do released here, and we would want to toggle the crouch. Yeah. So that would toggle crouch appropriately. Now, the only thing is you wouldn't want to do this if you had, like, you basically say if, like the way I have it, config bindings or whatever. What do I even have? I don't remember what configs I have. Maybe accessibility. I don't know. Wherever it would be. You know, toggle crouch. If not. So basically, if they have toggle crouch enabled, don't automatically release it. So you only ever toggle it by doing that. But we're not going to do it. We're just... I'm not going to do toggle crouch. Or I'm not going to implement supporting toggle crouch yet. I definitely don't mind doing it, though, because it's very easy to do. But good lord. I don't know. I keep thinking about that, Jago, of whether or not I want I don't know why this formatter's so bad at handling whatever, but I thought about whether or not I wanted you to ever be able to see the players' animations or you know, see themselves. I don't know. Grab character control cam height by animator because cam is bound to head. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll implement it this way for now, and if I go down that route, then I go down that route, I guess, but we'll see. Not really sure. I wonder if I check them. Take care, sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the advice earlier. So this is where I need to say let's just do var height float or vector 3. Yeah, sure. Vector 3 equals no. Float equals 1.5 or crouch height if crouching, else 1.5. That's a magic number. You want to avoid that, obviously, but we can refactor. Yeah, and crouching's not declared. Crouching. Toggle, yeah, and then in here we'll do crouching equals not crouching. Flip it. That should be crouching. I mean, it's a little abrasive, but wait, hold on. Can I do it? Ah, there we go. We're very small. Really what you'd want to do for this is you'd want to tween, which should be very easy to do. I don't know if there's a better way to do it other than literally tweening between the two. So like I don't know where. See, this kind of bothers me. Because you can have a state machine, and so you could, at that point, you could be like crouching versus crouched or standing, right? Yeah. Which ironically, standing and standing up, like you have to say standing up in order to describe the transition from like sitting to standing. But standing is just standing. If you're already standing, you're standing. If you're standing up, it's a little different. You still use the same word, but so we'll do tween equals null. Can we do that? It's gonna complain. So down here we'll say if crouching, or is it crouch tween? What is it? Huh? Oh. Crouch. Okay. So if crouching tween is equal to null, crouching does not equal null. Crouching tween dot stop. I don't even know if we need to stop it. I'm pretty sure we could just always do it. So basically crouching tween dot equals create tween. Whoops. All right. So we toggle our state, and then we're gonna get our height, and then we're gonna tween this. So now we want to do crouching tween dot tween property. We're gonna say head, and then we're gonna say the property is going to be the position. You have to do it this way. Colon, and that's how you access Y on it. And then final val will be crouching, or crouch height, sorry. Just height. Let's do new height. Yeah, new height. Duration will be probably 0.1, and we'll just do from current. I don't even think we actually have to do that, do we? Crouching tween dot play. I think this works. So this will be a smooth transition already, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yep. So I mean that's. And then if you want to do like, let's say crouch speed, right? We want to do crouch speed. Yeah, float equals, let's just say like speed divided by 2 or something. And I don't know what that's going to look like in the editor. Yeah, so it doesn't actually... We'll just do 2.5. Yeah, okay, the updates. So we'll say half. That's fine. Maybe we'll say 2. So then inside our process, where do we get the speed? So if crouching or crouched. Oh, I have crouching. That's fine. I'm actually gonna change this to crouched. We'll do crouching. So if we're crouching, okay. Var speed, float equals speed if crouching. Oh. Yeah. This is variable naming confusion. We'll just say if new speed, or if our new speed equals speed. If we're crouching, then we're going to say our new speed is equal to crouch speed. I think that's a bit easier. And then we can just say if input is this should be replaced with sprint if we have one. We want to just say new speed. We're gonna override the speed. New speed equals dev speed. All right. Okay. So footsteps. Yeah, this should actually work pretty well. I actually want to hear this for the. I mean, it's pretty easy to implement. We got our good old dev, whatever. That's been honestly. I don't hate how fast it's doing it, so I think that's fine. This is also the problem. We are not walking on snow anymore. We'll have to fix that, but cool. Anyway. All right. Implement crouching. Okay. Change speed when crouched or crouching. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to implement a weather system where I want to make it like if it's windy or, whatever, right? I'd like to be able to do that. I believe with Terrain 3D. Do I have it open anymore? How's it going, Muffin? It's going well. We got flashlight noise now. I'll let you listen. We got a flashlight noise. We have footsteps, crouching. I need to refine. Some of them have longer space in between them, so I need to cut that so it's always like starting at a predictable time. And also, right now it's waiting for the next one to play, or the current one to finish playing to play the next. So it's a little scuffed. But like if we sprint, that's because it's dev mode. So normally sprint would sound better. Fast as hell, yeah. Normal sprint. If I do a sprint, then it actually works. But if you press Control, yeah. Yep. I think I actually want to adjust the footstep variation a little bit. I think I'd prefer this to be like 0.05. It should be a very minute, I think, pitch variance. But yeah, that's about it. Cool. Yeah. Sounds definitely add a lot. All right. Oh, I'm adding the pitch variance twice. Look at me. Wow. What am I doing? You feel immersed? I'm glad. It's good. The flashlight is also... So the flashlight, I think... flashlight needs to be fixed. This on needs to be... Oh, hold on. Player... yeah, true. So... fix me. We're not... this needs to be saved. Because we're not actually saving when the flashlight goes. There we go. It was double pressing. I don't know if you could tell, but I had to double press it before. I do think I want the footsteps to be a little bit quieter too. Like negative 12? Oops, negative 12 maybe? Negative 16? Negative 20? Negative 18. Ah, yeah. See, if we're crouching, it's louder, which I was wondering if I was going to have to implement that, but we don't. It's just built in because of the fact that we're using a 3D audio player. Nice. Okay, let me just go ahead and I'll just go ahead and commit these. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't even know. Maybe I wonder if I should create one called tweak. But anyway, I don't know. Fix reduce footstep footstep loudness volume. What else did I change though? Oh yeah, that's fine. I set it to be true on whatever, but that's just something temporary. No, it's not a big deal. Yeah, cool, man. Wow, got some stuff going. Welcome back, Regish. This game finished? Yeah. All right. So. Oh, we didn't actually. Uh-oh. I think I already pushed those changes, didn't I? Man, I did. We didn't fix the... Apparently I didn't save the player scene, and so I hadn't committed the changes. I'm not sure. That's a little annoying, but whatever. So if I amend my commit, I'd have to force push to main. Whatever, I'll just footstep volume was not actually reduced. That's why I don't push typically right away, because if there's some weirdness. Now there's a song in years. Yep. One big nostalgia trip. I really don't like the title of what you just sent me, Nicholas. I gotta say. Any Illenium? Most recent album? No. No, I have not. I gotta take a short break for ads. And when I get back, what are we gonna work on when I get back? No way, you don't know Illenium? I do. What do you mean? Of course I know Illenium. I think we'll I'll think about it while I'm gone. We may do this today. I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty big names in this dim. Oh, really? I'll have a look. Alright, yeah. Quick 3-minute break. Be right back. All right. Not gonna lie, I thought I already hit the BRB, but I did not. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Yeah. I. Oh. What happened? What? I'm so confused. Wait, did I have the BRB screen the whole time or did I not? I don't even know what happened anymore. I was so confused. Did I have my BRB screen up? I don't even know. I did. Okay. I don't know what just happened because it should have. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks for waiting. I already have doors. I already, guys, Rakish doesn't look at the game. Look, I already have doors, bro. We already have doors. Shaking my head, dude. We already got doors. I was eating. This door has been here since like. This door has been here, but since before the flags, before this, before the power poles. I don't even know. It's been a long time. You got one door? Hey. I got the door. So I don't know what to tell you. Add cables for power poles? I'm gonna wait on that one because I'm gonna add a rope simulation, I think, for the power lines because I actually want them to dangle. Like I want them to be animated. Roofs? There's no reason to add roofs though because I'm just gonna end it. I mean, like, right? I don't think there is, at least. I mean, I could slap on a blank thing, but um where's the actual door? Door wood. Uh is that not aligned properly? Weird. Still not aligned properly. What? Not sure. Anyway. Um Weird. Honestly, I don't mind it if it's like that. I don't think we need to add doors anywhere else though. Ooh. I don't think I want it to open that way. I think I want it to open inward. I think isn't that standard anyway for doors? Wait, I actually wonder. Or no, I can't save with the doors yet. That's why I'm having it reload, yeah. We can add a door over here as well. Um These doors would open Yeah. We should probably add like a, let's just add a CSG box and call it like garage door. Um, Easy enough. I don't know what the, where's my door scene though? Door wood. Where's the material for it? Copy. Why does it look so weird? That doesn't look like freaking, I bet this has metallic, doesn't it? It's metallic and specular. I don't think that's a wooden door if I've ever seen one, but you live and you learn. So just paste is unique for this. I mean, it's obviously metallic, but I don't think it needs to be super specular. But we could probably make it a little bit darker. All right. Probably fine. We can do a roof. Why not? In fact, we got the floor. Just duplicate it for now and just do roof. Yeah. Big house. Big house. What the? Oh. That's a little weird. Why does it need to be offset by so much? What have you done? Oh, well, it's because of the side things. Anyway, whatever. I think that's why. Roof. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. Hello, horror games. How's it going? Right now, it's because we have light to begin with. Yeah. I don't even think that one, I think I should adjust that, but first and foremost, let's just commit this real quick. Yeah. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it though. I already pressed space and all this? I don't remember doing that. Packer, hello, welcome. What am I working on? I'm working on my first game. It's a horror game called Morgana Station, where you, the player, are sent to a weather station, get it back online, and figure out what happened to the previous crew. Tonight I just finished working on adding footsteps, a flashlight sound. Crouching. Crouching was the other one. I knew I was forgetting something. And I'm just kind of touching up a little bit of the gray boxing. I want to work on assets soon, but I plan to start that off stream. Whoops. What am I doing? Stop. Don't do that. Okay. We're good now? Yeah. Add doors. We'll just say add more doors and let's just say gray box, more doors and more doors and roofs to big house and garage. How about yourself, Packer? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we just kind of did that. I'll show you. Pause the music. What sound stuff you're working on? I've been using Steam Audio. Steam Audio? Wait, what is that? Whoa, whoops. Interesting. I didn't know about this. Oh, that's so cool. So you get like, oh, interesting. Wow. Huh. Are you doing VR stuff? Or are you doing This is cool though. This is cool. You're doing VR? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know like if this is also worth messing with outside of VR. I mean, it seems like it would be, but I saw them specifically mention VR. Interesting. That's really neat though. Huh. I don't remember ever hearing of Steam Audio. That's really cool. In regards to just the audio stuff, I mean, literally just a stream audio 3D player. That's it. For the footsteps, you can hear it, and then flashlight. That's about it. Because you can hear when we crouch, we actually get closer to it anyway, so it's louder. That's about it. Yeah, 100% recommend trying it out. It takes like 10 minutes to set up a test. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I've never heard of it. Check out Steam Audio. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never heard of it. I can still have with this game here. I know I'd be later, but I can make it look at. I appreciate the horror game, yeah. But I haven't seen your newer game. No. Oh, I didn't know you finished the movie theater one. You can send them to me. You can post in the promo channel. Yeah, in the dev promotion channel. You should post the horror game one, because I'd like to look at the finished product for that. The biggest takeaway from Steam Audio was, for me, was handling sounds with interiors and exteriors at the same time. Interesting. So what exactly? Oh, you quit that one? Oh, I gotcha. What are you working on now than horror games? So what's the difference? I mean, obviously, there's a difference. I assume with like sound balancing and everything, because interior it's going to be a completely different sound profile versus outside. But oh, wait, what do you mean at the same time though? I think that's my point of confusion. That's interesting. But yeah, that's what we just finished working on. So crouching, whatever else. I want to prototype a weather system so you can actually hear a little bit of like wind noise and stuff. But that's if outside. So funny enough, we're talking about this. For hearing wind and stuff, I don't know how I want to do that because yeah. Yeah, I don't really know how I want to handle that. Because if you're inside, you're not going to be hearing the the wind on top of you. You're gonna be hearing it from outside all of a sudden, so it's gonna be very different. But yeah. Do that too. Fazbear stack in game jump. Fazbear. Say you'll never let me go, TinBears. You'll never let me go, TinBears. Short, the walls actually block sound, so hearing things from the outside being muted, vice versa. Yeah, that's really nice. Huh. Yeah, because in Godot, I don't think you get that by default, right? Were those sounds on the pause menu? Probably. Which one? Talking about these? Is that what you're talking about? Bro, this guy? What? Ragish, calm down. Yeah. Yeah, horror games, yeah. I made that with Vital. Vital. That's cool, thank you. Plus, firing a gun in different environments reverbing correctly, it's easy to get a lot more audio immersion, but otherwise don't make distract you. No worries. No, I love audio. I love audio design. For me, it's one of the biggest things. I mean, if there's a game and the audio isn't great, I am torn out of the experience. Like I really pay attention to that kind of stuff just because I'm also interested in it from the developer's perspective. So like, I'm already less immersed in a game because of the fact that I'm thinking, oh, I wonder how they implemented that. But yeah, no worries, man. I'm 100% interested in what you're talking about. I love audio, so that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Because I know there's Fmod and stuff too, which I saw on the thing when I was looking at the Steam audio. I guess they did some kind of thing with Fmod, but yeah, I'm definitely going to look into it. Yeah. Audio's 50% is scary? Oh, yeah. I mean, scary games, I mean, there are some games. I don't even... What is even a genre of game that doesn't have to care about sound effects as much? Because sound is everything, man. Bragish, what is this song? Did you add this? Oh, no, never mind. I forgot about this song. Visual novels? Well, see, so the thing I would say against visual novels is that music, at least for me, is extremely important because it carries the. I'm trying to not say vibe. It carries the vibe though, you know, like I'm thinking of Doki Doki and like the music was such a big instiller of emotion. Like it without the music, it would have felt so empty, you know. Although to be fair, I said sound effects, so you're right on that regard. The Fmod and WYs are plugins as far as I know. I don't really want to interface with them from a cost, a developer cost, or like, are you talking about from a developer's perspective, or are you talking about just like performance? Developer cost, yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I completely understand that. Yeah. Is this game supposed to be realistic? Not necessarily. I mean, I'm going for pixelated. Like I like high def pixelation. I love lighting, so like I'd like good lighting even with the pixelated style graphics and stuff. Textures. Have you thought about the style? Yeah, like do you know Mike Klubnica? His games and stuff, like Buckshot Roulette. If you look at his older thing too, like Unsorted Horror Collection, I think it's called. One of the games in there called Carbon Steel served as a good amount of a good inspiration. Served as inspiration for me. because it's like high def, but it's pixelated and everything. I just really like the style. Me, so yeah, PS1 style. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go for like the vertex offsets because of like floating point error precision, whatever. I don't plan on doing any of that kind of stuff, but yeah, I just like pixelated look. It's more feasible as well for me if I want to make the textures, which I plan on making some of them. So yeah. Also, I just like low poly. It's just fun whenever you leave a little bit to imagination, because the gap between leaving things to the imagination and nothing being imagined, like you were just seeing it in all of its glory, is very wide. And like AAA games can do that really well, but like if you're like a solo developer, it's like that you probably don't want to try and cross that gap unless you're prepared. I'm not prepared for that, so doing a similar art style for your game. Nice. What do you oh yeah, because you're doing VR. What's your game all about? Yeah, that stuff is 2 hour, but yeah, the pixelated style. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like the stylization, stuff like that. So I don't really I don't know if I necessarily care about prototyping the weather system until because I could think about how I would want to do the audio for like the wind and everything. I think I could think about how I'd want to do it. I need to figure out this with Terrain 3D. Have you ever used Terrain 3D horror games? A mix of survival horror and extraction shooter. It's a lot of work in progress in my elevator pitch. It's weak right now, but I'm still got its identity. Nice. What are we delecting out ears with right now, Tin? It's Roy B. Kiss Me Again. Roy B. Kiss Me Again. Is that what you're talking about? Song? That's super cool, Packer. Nice. Nice. What? Why are you saying? Why are you sus, dude? What's wreck? You can't ask. You asked for something, I provided to you, and then you. I can never please this guy. That's super cool, Packer. Nice. Have you ever played or seen GTFO? I really like the vibe of GTFO. I don't really care about playing it. I don't care about the gameplay, but I love the atmosphere of the game. I think it's done really well. Sound design, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty damn cool. Try to play it with 2 people. It was hell. Yeah, you that game, you have to know exactly what you're doing. Seem bits of it faster paced than what I'm going for. Cool. I look forward to seeing what you do. Nice. And you're doing Godot too, then? I assume you're doing Godot because you didn't make any mention explicitly of Godot when you also mentioned Steam Audio. So I'm imagining. Well, actually, no, because Steam Audio isn't necessarily for Godot. So, what engine are you using? I'm learning Terrain 3D for Godot. Oh, well, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer anything. I've messed with Terrain 3D just a little bit. I wouldn't call myself an expert by any means, but that's what I've made this whole world with Terrain 3D. So yeah. If you have any questions or anything, I'm more than happy to help. I made my spline tool interact with it too. Believe it or not, this is a spline. Well, it was placed using a spline. Because like if I click on the path, whoa, that's not. Yeah, see, like you can see the path I placed. Mostly trying to interface with it to parse a height map at runtime. Gotcha. No idea. But that's cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's really nice. I was surprised how easy it was to just say, give me the height, you know, whatever. I haven't done any C# for in a long time. I did in college, but that's about it. All right. Well, first things first. One of the things I think I want to. I definitely wouldn't mind working on the lighting a little bit next. I'm shocked how good this looks. This fence in the middle. With just a little bit of randomness, it really looks like it's just in the ground. Anyway. Yeah, it has the hole punch. Yeah. That doesn't look like a very effective fence. I need to redo it. Yeah, so over here you can see that I have a hole. It does collision too. You just click on it, and then on the left, it's just this tool here. The red square with the explosion looking out of it, and then you can just literally I'm not going to click because I don't want to edit it, but if you just click, it'll start deleting vertices, so yeah. Yep. You change the size. Very nice. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to... I want to avoid... I want to... I need to figure out how to get rid of terrain inside buildings. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Because I could delete this, but then I would have to make sure... I'd end up with the same problem as over here. Where I'm going to have to fill this in somehow. I'm not really sure how, but... Camera bobbing? I could add an option for it. I'm not a big fan of camera bobbing, personally. I like the camera to feel very clean and like snappy, but I also get a little motion sick, so I may just be biased. But yeah. Most devs just stretch it super far down, hole punch, or clutter around the building to hide it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because as soon as I saw this problem, I'm like, dude, I guess I could just add a snow pile around it at that point, but I guess I'd have to add 3D models and then put them on top of it at that point instead of because I was like, oh, you would add terrain to cover it, but then I was like, why would I add terrain to cover the terrain? So, yeah. Kit of snow piles would go far. Yeah, that's. I was looking at some assets for snow piles and stuff, thinking about what I wanted to do for that. So, I want to get I want to get into making some of my own stuff. I plan on learning Blender outside of stream, and then that way when I do stream and I do stuff on Blender, I won't just be sitting here going, I don't understand. Why isn't this working? How do I do this? So. Triplanar shader that matches the terrain snow could hide the seams of the piles. So triplanar, and it would be using the texture of the snow. So the texture of the snow would be applied to the pile? I need to do this. I'll do this off stream because this is just boring. This is literally me sitting here trying to trim stuff. So, yes, gotcha. Huh. When are you switching to Intel for your productivity arc? Are you like are you is that like a is that like joking about all the people that do like a rebuild or something? What are you asking, Nicholas? What does that mean? Player subs moving. I don't know if I care that much about it. Intel just kind of killing the productivity scene right now. Is it? It's much better than AMD right now for it. When is it upgrading to dual 5090s? Rakish has to get paid eventually, Gaxco. Whenever we're refactoring the whole project, yeah. All right, I think we're moving on to the next game now. $300, 270K beating $900, 950X3D. 90% of workloads? What? Man, why? Is the frequency just a lot higher? Ragish can have your old 4090. Okay, you know what? That's now you're thinking. You're right, Gaxco. Yeah. Surely shipping them that would not result in a catastrophe. Ragish, do you take hand-me-downs? They're called hand-me-downs, right? Is it hand-me-down? It's hand-me-down, right? Yeah. Because I always thought, I remember a long time ago, I used to thought it was handy-down. But then I was like, no, that wouldn't make sense. Hand-me-down. 950X 3D2 only wins the specific L3 server cache. Cache every test, yeah. Hand-me-down, yeah. Clearly you don't have older siblings. I have had plenty of hand-me-down. Well, I guess I haven't had plenty of hand-me-downs. I am an only child. My dad gets my hand-me-downs. Can I request that we add a minor surfer to all TinBears pads? I have no idea what you mean by that. I don't know, man. I know how you treat your computer. I have better odds with a crypto mining rig. That's not true, Ragish. What? I take great care of my computer. I push it to its limit because I paid for the resources. I'm gonna use the resources, man. If this thing can handle, do whatever, then yeah. Usually perfect health. I would always be a little concerned about that. I think, yeah, this is screen space indirect lighting. I think this is why this is actually leaking, so. I've literally heard you say I ran out of VRAM in my PC blue screen at least 12 times in a single call. Yeah, but that's because I was doing it to myself, man. That's not the hardware's fault. That was a skill issue on my part. You were doing it with the hardware? The hardware is innocent. You're practically waterboarding that GPU. I feel like the GPU would have been happier if I had been waterboarding it. I need to redo the missions, but we don't have to worry about that yet. Did Rakish fix his DC issue? We did testing after, and it got worse. And eventually, I had to just invite him through Steam, and it seems like that's what we're gonna have to do. So I don't know. I think it I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something changed with my internet, my ISP. I'm not sure, but it kept giving him network address translation, NAT punch through errors. So it was not automatically. I don't know if it was trying to automatically open ports or what, but yeah, probably the 200 plus stars he had going. Yeah, he needs to cut back. Just run firmmark plus OCCT. It's like God intended launches 57 programs at the same time. I believe in that. Yeah, I believe in that. I think one of the first things I actually want to do is the power panel. I just realized. So, um, new folder. Let's do new folder like assets or something. I don't know. We'll do the same thing, and then in here we'll do a new note, and we'll say this is assets. Assets. Most tabs I've ever had open is like 5. I'm at. I don't think it asked me again. I somehow got it to ask me how many tabs I wanted, but yeah. Heads up with the Godot 4.7 beta tools breaking on scripts. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, okay, that's funny. Really, I usually jump to the unstable versions just to get a lot of the really nice new features. Since Godot is, I mean, every freaking version's been something that's been really nice to have. So, interesting though that tool's breaking. Wonder why. Paid for 100%. I'm using it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. If my RAM is not almost full, my VRAM is not almost full, and I mean I'm not maxing out my resources. What am I doing? I usually don't use tool scripts, but just happen to go from 4.6 to 4.7 a tool-based script and saw it break. Interesting. Well, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'll have to wait till the stable version hits, I guess. I'm a little less inclined to jump versions just because of the fact that like I actually have some stuff going in the background now with the game, but minimum wage, that's probably true. I do have a lot of tabs open, but that's okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. So assets to make. Assets to bake. Assets defined. Power panel. Power cells. Snow truck. No. Probably snow truck too, though. Rakish is just watching this list grow, and he's just I can see his veins popping. Can't wait for Tin's next PC build in the Height X50. What's the Height X50? That's the one you were joking about, right? You're like, what the heck is this? Why are the IO ports on the top like that? Oh my god. What are these manufacturers doing, man? Oh my god. I don't know who wants their IO up at the top. Not only does dust and shit gets in it too. I hate it whenever the stuff's facing up because dust and stuff gets in it. And on top of it, like, why do I want to plug in something up here? Like, my IO is down here, which makes sense, you know? My case has the IO at the top. Well, I've had cases with the IO at the top. But it's in the corner, not the middle. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing, too. I really like this case because you can move it even if you wanted to as well. But I like it because it's at the bottom. It's out of the way. It looks good. Everything else is just clean. IO's at the bottom. I could put it on the side if I really wanted to hide it. But yeah. 11D Evo's decent case, just crazier priced. Which, the one I have you're talking about, or what? Yeah, oh yeah, because you're talking about 11 dynamic Evo. Yeah. Yeah, it was, I really didn't want to. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I got it because I really liked it, and I thought it basically met all the things. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. C8? What's the Antec C8 look like? Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. That's very similar. It's very similar. I'd be curious, though, how it works for... I didn't see we got dust filters. Okay, we're talking. How does it... Where's the I.O.? Where's the I.O.? What the f... Get the hell out of there, man. What is that? Top corner? Like over here on the back or something? It's on the top! The other thing that I don't like about it being on top is then their cable has to go like this. Why would you want your cable to go literally make a U? Makes no sense. Packer, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Thank you and welcome again. Oh yeah, I actually need to copy this in my other browser. Oh yeah, I wrote a program that actually counts how many tabs I have open. So you guys can see how many tabs I have at all times. Who plugs shit in their front I/O? Did I add a command? No. It's just a program. I'd have to restart my browser anyway though, because the browser has to run in like whatever mode. No, it's a program that has to run. So anyway. What are other things that I need to make? Or we can find? Power poles? I can probably find. I should just be able to find a fence. No fence. Barricade. I feel like a barricade may just be easier to make. The garage door, I don't even think I need to really get an asset for, because that's literally, if it's gonna be like a rolling garage door, that's a series of meshes, and I can like think about how to do that, make that, so it should be bad. Antenna satellite dishes. Oh yeah. Radar, or we'll just, yeah, radar, weather instruments, if I can find them. Staircases, railing. Well, yeah. Staircase. Staircase, one word. One word, isn't it? Staircase. Yeah. Right? Let's do stairs. Stair railing. That should all be very easy to make. I mean, you're talking rectangles for what I want. The vehicles. Yeah, I mean, random vehicles. Vehicles. And I'm gonna make the power poles procedural, right? The cables. Yeah, I mean. Oh, snow collector. Snow collector. Probably gonna have to make that one. Stove. I imagine I could find a stove. Stove. I should be able to find this. Let's just go in game. Chairs, table. TV. Relay the TV stand. Backpack. Monitors. Beds. Beds. Oops. Random supplies. Oh, sink, washing machine, drying machine, toilet, drill, drill machine. I'll just call it drill machine. Not sure what I want to do for that. Wardrobe. Wardrobe. Anything else? I mean, technically it's a bunk bed. Why is it so dark? Because it's dark. What do you mean, Gaxco? It has to be dark. Did I do stove? I did do stove. Then pay the electricity bill? Yep. Pretty much. I forgot how bright that shit actually is. Elves. Can't believe you right now. I can't believe you right now. All right, I'll be proper. Refrigerator. I always every time I hear C type refrigerator whatever, I always think of the English teacher teaching the Japanese students how to pronounce refrigerator. And it's incredible. What? What happened? Refrigerator. What? Oh my god, it doesn't have the D? Why did we remove the D? All right. What? So why don't we type this instead of this? I hate it here. Right? What? Oh my god. Who decide? Why is frit? The hell, dude. But it's Latin. I should buy one of these? No, Nicholas. Please tell me, Nicholas, if you ever buy one of these, I would give you I would give 100% give you a hard time about it. I would 100% give you a hard time about it, dude. Oh my god. It's always something to do with Latin. True. Okay, I like it. Oh, water cooler maybe. Do we have a water cooler here? We can think about it. Water cooler. This should be a early one. What do you call them? Cargo? Yeah, like a cargo container. Man, I kind of want to play some Nautica whenever it launches. Radar screen. Or yeah. I may need to make those. I don't know. Probably don't have to make them, but server rack. I don't think I need to make the server racks either. I'll add them there just in case, but whiteboard. I should be able to find whiteboards. Whiteboard. I'll probably need to make these things too, so that's gonna be considered. Let's see, building support. We'll just call it building support, or yeah, we'll just call it support. Buildings. It's everything. Oh, stilts. Yeah. Mimic. If we need a PDA, then we'll use that too. I don't even think I need to make a flashlight, but it should be easy to make. I'll tell Rakish. Nothing to see here, Rakish. Oh, don't you worry. I'm watching. Power cells, exterior. Interior. Cardiac harness. Primary and light switches. Fans. Probably just find some assets for fans. I feel like it wouldn't be bad to have fans. Just I don't think I really saw any fans because I mean it's gonna be cold, right? But I mean I'm thinking about air circulation. So I'm wondering if air circulation it'd be good to have it, but I don't know. What else? Anything else? We did the backpack. Probably gonna need some kind of screwdriver. Screwdriver. Can probably find this. I like it. Whoops. We need to make the cone. So these are the acids specifically. This is just acids though. This isn't even talking about textures, which is a little bit more to it. This is basically everything. So, like all this is gonna need textures as well. Anyway, let's find someone to raid. We got a decent amount done. The rest of this stuff, I think I'll wait on this. I understand this. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think I'm just gonna do like what Packer was talking about earlier, where I just literally punch in a hole in the ground and then it's just filled up with assets. Because I was already thinking about that for the other place, but I was hoping there was maybe a easier solution for it. But I think it's perfectly fine. If I had the ground as like its own mesh that I could probably easily interact with, maybe I could like dynamically subtract from it. And so that way that when the mesh enters the building, it's deleted because it's actually being subtracted from. But I don't think it's good to do that at runtime. I'm not too sure. I don't know. We'll have to check out Steam Audio too. So anyway, but yeah, y'all take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, let's find someone to raid. Software and game dev. I'm starving, man. I cannot wait to eat. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Excited to eat. Um. I don't really see anyone in the game dev category that I want to raid, so we'll raid Tay. Or is he ending? Oh. Oh, okay, Tay. Yeah, Tay is ending, but we'll raid. We'll raid. Oh. Oh, okay. We'll raid with Tay. It's someone we know. We've seen a long time ago. Yeah, we'll raid them. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what exactly we'll be working on tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do some of the asset stuff after I eat and figure that out, and then other than that, yeah, we'll have to figure it out. So yeah. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.